Hi guys, Scatlink here. Welcome to my modding showcasing sub-series, Hats Off to You, a series of which we try out community-created hats, costumes, functions, singular levels, full chapters, or time rifts created by the Hat in Time fan community via the Steam Workshop. This will also include any challenge roads of which will have their own video dedicated to earning ourselves a trophy, of which would otherwise be permanently missed. Why is the ship not decorated? I mean, I know I'm recording this on the 13th, not in between the 5th and the 9th, which is when they normally have birthday celebrations, but ironically enough, that didn't happen. And 2 days later, on the 7th, is when a new challenge road dropped, which also isn't birthday themed, but is actually Halloween themed? More like Subcon themed, but you get what I mean. It's a little bit of an interesting one, considering that they actually skipped the festivities. I mean, I don't even know if the birthday variant was even available during that time, in fact. It seems like even on the official Hat in Time Discord, I mean, I just asked right before recording, ironically enough, that it's a bit strange that no one seemed to notice that they just kind of passed by with the anniversary. I guess they were trying to diverge people to go check out Fraymakers, which would make more sense, but at the same time, just have the event going. Just let people get their stickers so they're not, you know, ridiculously priced like they have been on the marketplace for those who want a birthday variant sticker. Anyways, other than the fact that we're skipping birthday stuff with the 8th, I believe, anniversary of the game, it's been 5, 6, 7, might be 7, I might have lost track already, but we are here with nothing but Subcon this time round. Peaceful Subcon Spring, which isn't really spring themed, Cheer Up Subcon, which actually is spring themed, so we're brightening up Subcon, but then Vanessa's side of the woods is untouched, so there's kind of like a story being thread here, and there are 2 tokens in Clean Up Subcon. So that is another 5 tokens for us right there. So I'm still going to be... Actually, I think I'm still going to be 1 off. But I'll see if we have enough time to do some spins. Otherwise, I'll wait again for a much more shorter one. But let's get into the level, shall we? Peaceful Subcon Spring by Blue Cube. Hat Kid visits Subcon Forest once again, but this time the forest looks a lot less creepy. Made for the 2021 Subcon Spring Modding Jam, the music is Metal Madness from Sonic Heroes. Next up, we have Cheer Up Subcon by Jewel Freezor. I don't think we've had that name before. I might be wrong. Hat Kid decides to turn Subcon Forest into spring by force in order to cheer up the Snatcher. Why is Hat Kid doing this? Don't know. Is it going to work? Maybe. This is a ship-shaped Taskmaster level in Subcon. Wait, come back. I promise you it's not going to be stressful at all. It's more about having fun and just being silly. There is no time limit. Made for the February 2021 springtime Subcon Jam. Paper Mario music is used, Monty Mole and the Flower Fields Rondo Sunny variant. And finally, we have the Subcon Kingdom by Daltona Khan. After escaping from Vanessa's manor, Hat Kid discovers a lost kingdom. In there, she sees an abandoned castle with the moon tower behind it. She thinks the timepiece is on top of that tower, but she must be aware that this place is full of spooks, traps, and dead ends. This is their entry for the Halloween Modding Jam of 2019. This level's rough around the edges, as they didn't completely finish it in time before the deadline. The semi-final segment kind of feels like that. They've later finished the final section right before Christmas of that year of 2019, but it's short and rushed because real life kind of consumed their creative free time, understandable. I'll probably plan on doing a complete overhaul from scratch for this level at some point. Well, regardless, it was featured in a challenge road literally years later. Sorry in advance for potential bugs. I didn't really have any, but there was a janky bit that I'll get into when we get there. Requires the hookshot badge, no bonk badge for surfing, so we've got some no bonk sliding going on, and as well as the ice hat, which you would need to get in here anyway, and please disable the top down camera. Loading Zone Volume by the Drunk Accordion, SB64, 2D Camera DX Script by Cave Spider 3, music is the Mystic Mansion from Sonic Heroes, but it's a remix from CFY98. I like the fact that we have a custom thumbnail here. But I'm going to have to stick with the, you know, the general free image, Challenge Road image that they use for promotional. Challenge Road 68, let's begin. The first level is actually kind of a short one, because we only have 7 timepiece shards, and the fact that the Snatcher actually doesn't have anything to say to us at the moment. We're just business as usual at the moment. Although his chandelier is not hanging by anything. Spooky ghost shenanigans. Also, don't bother trying to climb the tree. You cannot. Although, there is a big platform halfway up. Let's go back to that for a second, where I was looking at the tree. I was so focused on looking at the platform of the tree and explaining that I didn't happen to notice that the moon tower, the third level of this very challenge road, is actually foreshadowed in the background here. That's kind of interesting. Maybe that's why they tied these three together, not only because they're all subcon based, but because they actually do connect in some manner. That's pretty cool. We'll get to that, but first of all, easy timepiece shard right in here. We'll ask. Thank you very much. Thought I would go with this version of Hat Kid's usual look with the gloves and all that. I forget what it's actually called. Because of, you know, it's supposed to be the anniversary thing, so I wanted to go with just, you know, the normal design with a bit more flair. Folang's Hat Kid outfit. What have you got to say? I want to become a cloud of smoke! Oh, hello. Are you looking for the timepiece shards? I have one right here, but you have to burn these paintings first. Well, this is a bit of a precursor to what we're going to have to deal with later. Toss them in. It's not like carrying them normally. It's the same script that's going to be used for the next level, for the majority of it. So this is bite-size in comparison. There we are, just a couple, and there we have it. Right, moving on, because, actually, I never actually tried this, but I'm assuming there's an invisible wall stopping me from doing this. Yes, there is. Yeah, it's also too tall. You can't jump over the gate. Although I did step on something. Ha! I can walk on here. Yeah, but there's no way I'm getting past the gate. The invisible wall scales pretty much all the way up to that platform on the tree that we just saw. So, it might actually be a good idea for these next 2 levels to have the scooter badge. In fact, I don't think I need fast hatter, so I'm going to move my... Put no bonk where it is, and put this there, because I still would like no bonk. But we don't really need fast hatter, so we'll take that off for now. The scooter might be quite useful for this level. Well, for the next... All 3 levels, technically. Give this a couple of smacks. She almost said something there. We couldn't hear it. It was all mine. But that made the vines recede and blossom. Nice. Mafia. Gonna smack him up the bottom. If I can get up here. For some reason I'm not wall climbing. There we go. Ha-ha! Oh. Wow, kiddo. You're even more of a heartless monster than I am. That poor Mafia was just relaxing after a long day of work. And he just was about to go home. He had a family, you know. And this is just one of the innocent Mafia you've murdered. You will pay for your crimes, kiddo. Ah! Mini-boss fight! On top of the tree! And yeah, you can climb to a certain extent, but he's just basically a much more buffed, Snatcher-enhanced Mafia. If you go out of his range, he will just ignore you. So, just keep home attacking him, or the better way to do it... Actually, can I... No, that's just going to launch him. Yeah, that's just going to knock him for a loop. So, best thing to do is just keep tossing potions at him. Because it normally takes like a full combo and then a homing attack to knock out a Mafia. Or 3 potions. So if I just keep tossing potions, I'll actually be doing more efficient damage. There are no healing items in this level, by the way, so we want to reserve our health for the next levels. There we are. Defeat him, and we're back to normal. So, a little hidden mini-boss fight for your hubris on knocking every single one of them down when you see them. Yeah, mods are getting wise to our shenanigans. Also, cherry bombs here. Need to find a dweller. One right above these stairs, so we're going to do this real quick. Gimme. Yeet! Boom. Right, to the well. No, not to the well, but, you know, the pipes that had one of the blue, time rifts for us. It's all drained now, but there was a timepiece shard in here. Hop on here to get out, because you can't actually walk along because you get stuck on the rim. Very annoying. What else have we got? Well. Here's a well. Also, I just noticed that there's a Sonic Says poster here. Always pointing out that a chat is dead. It doesn't get you a reward or anything. In fact, it doesn't help the server in any way, so instead of saying how inactive a channel is, try to get things moving again. Anything is better than complaining about it. Does the reverse side have to say anything? Oh no, you actually see only that side. Fair enough.
Okay, well, yeah.
I believe that's Elegant Sorrow. Just a little voice clip from a stream. Probably during a game day. Got some Mafia. Home attack on both. And then a full combo should knock him out. Nice. Let's go with Brewing Hat. 3 potions are to do. Okay, it's doing the shine for the potion charging, but then it doesn't actually let me to throw it, which is a bit weird. I might be messing up the timing because of Fast Hatter. I'm so used to that. Alright, only one more shard to go already, and it's just over there. By the way, this cluster of trees you can't approach. Visible walls. What is this, an N64 game? Or at least it ain't like a cardboard plaster wallpaper of trees making a wall. But it's still a bit odd. Could have probably had like the fire barriers to line the edges, perhaps. Just an idea. Yeah, just a nice little collectathon level. Just to start it off, ease us in. They'll get more difficult as we go. Because the next level is probably... Well, the next 2 levels are probably just as long as each other, but they're both as much longer than this. Probably 2 to 3 times more longer, I'd say. And if you want to get back quicker, you can just void out. You'll spawn right back over here next to it. So you can do that if you want. But I'm trying to keep my health up, so I don't have to use all the health in the next level. Now, we actually have 2 tokens to grab in this level. You can actually see one shining over there. And... hang on. It's shining over... this direction? Don't think we can see it. Oh no, it's all the way at the back there. You'll see it when we get into the thick of things. But nothing's started at the moment, so don't explore until you've actually started the thing. Kiddo, I've told you already, you don't need to turn Subcon Forest into spring to cheer me up. I'm not sad, I'm not angsty, I'm not depressed, and for the last time, I'm not a sun deer. Or soon dearie, whatever you call it. Besides, if Subcon have had any seasons, it would be in the middle of summer here. How were you going to make it into spring? By planting flowers everywhere? Well, guess what? It doesn't work. Unfortunately for the Snatcher, you've already organised your friends to help you out with this, so you'll just have to tell them to hold your orange juice. Sadly, it can't be bear because you're underage for drinking. There is no time limit, by the way. This operation will end as soon as enough of Subcon is converted into spring to cheer up Subcon. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Yep, so this is going to basically be the music for the entire level. We'll explore as we go, because we're going to be going back and forth quite a lot. Use these boost panels to get around a little bit quicker. There's our first token over there, actually, but we've got a lot of NPCs around here as well that we can have a little chat to. Subcon Forest is this way! Sure, mate. Everywhere is Subcon. So, looks like the fountain's been cleared up, but the shards are still suspended. That's one of our tokens. In fact, when I was practicing this, I had stuff already spawn over here, but it seems to be a little bit random on its order of things that you have to do. It'll be exactly 24, by the way, but some of them you will be repeating. Oh, well, now you're just being rude. I just went over there, goddammit. Looking cool, heck, kid. Meow. Shh. That's a very long, drawn-out meow. Well, we're going on to the Snatcher's head already. Well, this is the only one, isn't it? Right, bounce, because this wasn't here a second ago. Bloop! Ha ha! Very funny, kiddo. Now get that flower off me! Oh, hello there. What's that? I'm supposed to bring flowers. My apologies. I can't hear you over all this science. As I said, these boost panels are pretty useful. We need to get on the ship there, so we're going to have to go up and around, which is perfect to grab this token. 1 of 2 in this level, and the only collectible 2 in this challenge road, not counting the mod timepieces for the mod riv tokens outside of the challenge road, playing it through the mod menu itself. So let's just platform over here real quick and grab this token for ourselves. Oh, and because we're in technically a minigame sort of state, it didn't pause us to collect that. I forgot that was a thing. Because I do not have cutscene skip on. Where is it? Yeah, there we are. I just went all the way down to the bottom and I didn't realise I didn't go over it. I haven't got skip cutscenes, and items like that, yarn tokens, can be counted as such, and it would basically say a +1 when I collect it like that. So I should be at 18, because obviously I get the mod rift token / timepieces after I've done the challenge road. I just clip in any time that there is a spin tied to the level upon completion. But yes, I am at 18, so the next one will be 19. Yeah, because I didn't realise it was going to stop me, because I don't grab him in my practice file, my personal practice file, I was expecting to be stopped, but I didn't, so I walked off and fell off, so that's a little bit annoying. Now, if you think you're going to have to do this every time, not really, it's just this is the initial route getting onto the ship that you would notice initially. Wow, they really are getting wise to our shenanigans. Ha-ha! Little hat child, not to worry. Mafia has learnt from his past mistakes. Now Mafia is made of air, not possible for Hat Child to kick off. Mafia can no longer eat or drink. Big problem for Mafia. But Mafia is happy. Yeah. That's my reaction. Look at me now, rude child! I'm on top of the world! Or at least, as high as I can go. None of my Mafia men are willing to carry me up that tree in the centre without life insurance, and I'm too stingy to pay for that. Wherever floats your boat. Get it? Except for this guy, he's kind of stuck on the floor. Mafia have floor. Mafia have flour. Mafia have flour. Yeah, he will actually give you a bag of flour randomly. We'll just have to keep an eye out for that, because we will be back. So it's Bouncerino, Cappuccino, Tortellino, and let's get our scooter back. So we've got a lot of driving to do. Whenever you see a star, that's to drop stuff off. There we are. If you don't have a star on a target, that means you are carrying something, or you're going to carry something. Let's take this boost and get all the way over here. Hello there, another owl, science owl. Check out my Beautomatic 32,000 trademark. With just one bias from this machine, I can remove all your excess fat and give you the most perfect figure the world has ever seen. Warning, Science Owl Inc. and Durbed Studio are not responsible for any death, injury, dismemberment, insomnia, depression, or art block, plastic surgery, dissatisfaction, love, woo-woo, breakup, poggers, anger, or cattle addiction that results from the use of this machine. I was stuttering there, I was slowing over my speech, and I was trying to recover. Why are you sweating there, kid? Machine's totally safe. It only has a 50% chance to transform you into a newt, and the last owl that has had this happen to them has already gotten better. Yeah, I'm not going to take my chance with that, and we don't even need it. We're already near our next and final token for this level and challenge road. So we'll cycle around real quick. There we get to that. In fact, this is kind of right next to it, which is perfect. So let's drop this off. Aha! Right, let's bounce with it and just get the distance. Haha! That's how we grab it. Yep, that's 19. Nice. Just double checking to make sure they don't get, don't count or anything like that. As I said, they're the only two, so that's perfectly fine. This one, however, is a little bit awkward to get to. And I think we're going to do this at least twice, if I recall. Some of them, as I said, will repeat until you're done. It'll just be whenever it feels like it. There we are. So we're not actually carrying anything at the moment, which is a little bit awkward. And we only have one item that's currently spawned in. So we'll make our way across here. I mean, the boost kind of messed me up there, but it's fine. Hello there, flames. Kind of fire and kind of fox. We are the browser from the fox. They all say the same thing. Oh, hello, you. This manhole will teleport you to the swamp. Well, that sounds useful, because that target is quite a ways away, and it looks like there's something above us as well. Let's figure out how to get up higher. Start from here, methinks. Scale the walls. Climb on the ruins. Yeah, this is a bit out of the way. Oh, I was about to say, this is the one that I think I had to do a couple of times, but I fell, so you know what, I'm going this way instead. But, okay, eat my jump. What happened there? Yeah, hey, my jump again! There we go. Stop eating my jump, cheeky. Ah, nice. Yeah, that's probably a bit more of an awkward way to get up now I think about it. No bonk, very useful. Yay! I'm a flower! Where are you taking me? Looks like you're taking me all the way past the mud swamp. Yeah, there's like 2 swamps here. Well, that's kind of taking me halfway across, so that's actually not too bad, I guess. So we'll go with it. According to our collected data, this flower species possesses the strongest ability to spread itself everywhere. Is that not your intent for this operation? I see. Your safety concerns have been noted. From now on, we will make sure everyone of these flowers have completed a full viewing of our flight safety video before being delivered. Thank you for your feedback. Yeah, I don't think that's going to help much. Then again, spores do fly, so I get what he means. He may not be fully understanding the situation. Hey! Where are you taking me? We'll deal with that in a minute. There's stuff back on the ship. So if you don't want to be going up and around all the time, there's the other warp to the other side of the place in the Fire Forest. There you go. You can actually come around the back here, and you can just get on the ship this way, which is so much easier. There's the bag of flour. Matthew, I don't know why small child need flour, but Matthew has plenty. Before we, okay, I'm having trouble getting on top of this. There we go. Right. I don't have that many stuff, so my movement should not be hampered yet. That normally happens when you have 5 objects or more. Maybe 4. Well, isn't this a bit of an interesting mechanism? Let's take that. And let's get out of here! Whee! Actually, this seems like a good spot. We got some stuff to drop off over here. I have another panel, but I don't think I want to hit that. So I'm just going to jump down this way. Yeah, so it's just going to be a lot of busy work starting off, but then you'll start chaining them a lot faster. Plus, we're talking to all the NPCs in the level. Just having a bit of an explore. Why did I miss the panel? Take the panel. It's faster. Tub? He's pink! I feel different. Alright, nothing's actually spawned in for me at the moment. That's a bit awkward, actually. Oh, there we go. As soon as I say that. Immediate U-turn. Don't worry about these thorns. You can just drive right underneath them. Oh, DJ Grooves and the conductor are here. Let's talk to them. Darling, prepare to be dazzled by my beautiful flowers. Their shine is sure to brighten up this dreary place. What do you mean they're not flowers, darling? Nonsense. Flowers need to keep up with the times too, you know. Don't give me that look. Cactus are a flower too, lass. Have you never seen a cactus bloom? Thank God that's all he has to say, because I can never do his voice to save my life. DJ Grooves, though, I love doing that one. DJ Grooves! Right. Where is the manhole? I want that. You know what, screw it, I'll just take the boost pad and just go. In fact, we haven't actually been on this side of the map yet. I don't want to jump over that before I burn myself, because there's stuff over here I haven't seen yet. So this is actually worth not skipping. Well, as a familiar owl with a particular mask. Hey kid, it's me, Yasmad. Or KO if you prefer. I'm here to take care of Jewel Freezor here, the creator of the mod. He has recently gone mad over collecting candles. We're looking to have him treated. Kale! We've got to start doing the candle run right now! There are so many candles out there waiting to be collected! Jewel, you're not a moth. You can't fly, and there's no such thing as a candle run here. Come to your senses already. Collectivine syndrome, am I right? He'll probably be fine. I think. But if his mod quality deteriorates significantly, now you know why. Says the person who put this together. A Twilight Well is this way. This way to the Taco Bell. We're at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Hey, it's Hoot. Hoot isn't saying anything, though. Maybe the mod had forgot to get Hoot to write or record any lines. But then again, on closer inspection, it's actually, in fact, just a marketable plushie of Hoot, not actually Hoot himself. What a twist. Let's just pretend he told you to go play Ice Surfing Rift series and stay tuned for Project H, not Project A. But yeah, the ice surfing, oof, that was a trip along with, you know, the Alan Wake boss. Candles must get candles. Oh my god, he's going nuts. Just a hunch, but this crazy person seems to want candles. Yeah, I never would have guessed that one. Right, let's go drop some more of this stuff off, because I think we've actually talked to everybody so far. There's more stuff on the ship, so I guess we'll go back that way yet again. I might even start cutting around to get back to places, so I might just do that. Just to save a little bit of time. Well, no, actually, I can't do that, because I can actually die, so we might have some speed up. Because we've actually explored the rest of the level, until we get some more unique objects to plant. Well, actually, we haven't planted one of these actual plant pots yet, so we'll deal with that first, and then I can probably speed up until we get some interesting items to drop that we haven't done yet. So that's where that goes. Wait, I gotta do this one again? That's interesting. Alright, so I just did a lot of driving there. I never had that one twice, but this one's a bit of a doozy one. There's a bag that is now spawned here with that platform as well, because that weren't there before. Take this potion. This is a very big set piece, and this is actually required. I think this always shows up as the halfway point intended one. I like how you can jump on this bag, but you intended to blow it up. And I'm going to do it anyway, because it might spawn stuff at the top I'm not aware of. Don't want to... When things are sequenced, you don't want to be, like, cutting corners and stuff. So yeah, just like getting the relic in the main game, which, by the way, I haven't climbed this tree in years. Do you remember the last time I actually played the main game? Like, for this walkthrough project back when we were still at 30 frames, like, that was, like, so long ago. Holy hell. And not only that, because that was, like, remember, this was my 26th Let's Play. I'm now at 46. And we're still going with this amazing game. Not only that as well, but in terms of me just playing the game myself, obviously I played the Switch version when I got that, which is obviously after our project, but I haven't touched that version since it's still not compatible. Subcon related, ironically enough, on Switch 2 until Gears for Breakfast get a Switch 2 dev kit. But hey, we made it to the top.
Did you just colour the sky blue with one of my potions? Unbelievable!
Problem is, we got to get down now, but you can actually see the entire map now. It's not shrouded in darkness anymore. So what's the closest thing to go for? There's only two spawned in at once. Scratch that, that's the closest. Double jump. Lunge. Oh, well, I jumped enough to the floor that I didn't take full damage there. But I feel like it was a little bit nerfed. Like, a little bit smaller. Please plant this completely safe flower anywhere in Subcon. Preferably a place where its pollen can spread far and wide. Okay, everything has started spawning all of a sudden, so now it is mostly going to be speed up time, because it's just going to be running around and doing stuff, but we haven't done this before, so we'll do this real quick. It's become nice! Lovely stuff, alright. Time to finish this level. Oh yeah, there is one more set piece, and we haven't had it happen yet. Looks like I'm sticking this on the Snatcher's head a third time, he must keep tossing it away. But yeah, it involves that van. Once that becomes available, I guess I'll be cutting back in for commentary. I overshot that completely. Wow. You know what? Oh, feckin' hell. I'll just talk to him first.
I would stop this children's game if I were you, kiddo. Why don't you go take a dive in the swamp instead? At least it will be a lot more amusing watching you drown.
Alright, mate, you are having this back on your head now. Screw you. Huh. Seems like the Subcon well's not here anymore. Placed by Maxwell, it seems. Oh, that's where Maxwell lives now. Maxwell? The well? Maxwell gave you a tired look to shoo you away. That's surprising. Normally he'll just appear out of nowhere and be obnoxious. Guess I had enough of getting killed by you and Hoot. Oh, yeah! I think that was something that happened in that troll level that we did. I didn't actually come here because I forgot that this area was here, because not a single task actually takes you anywhere close. The ship's got more stuff again. I'm going this way. Oh, I think it might be time. Wait. Oh, it is time. Alright, so this is the final big one. You collect the lorry. Hey! Where are you taking our truck? I am taking it over to the Snatchy Boy. But, annoyingly enough, it's incredibly hard to see what you're doing. And I've got a bag of flour to get rid of over here. Which, by the way, every time you toss one in, makes a baguette appear. I pressed a different button because I didn't toss it even though the prompt was there. God, I can't see nothing. Okay, there we go. Let's get right zoomed in on our grill so we can actually see where we're going. Alright, here we go. Skadoosh! Look at that! Lovely. Even though the van was empty, apparently that's what it became. So as I'm doing the final task that spawned for us, and burning my tush like an idiot, I'll have to find a heart pond real quick, because that's quite easy, actually. I don't know the most optimal way to do this, because everything seems to spawn very slowly and be very spread out. So unless you do literal laps, this is, with speed up, how long it takes. But I'm sitting here actually doing the long haul, and I've got to do it again for the token, for the mod timepiece. There we are, 24 tasks later. We can move on. We can see how the statue is doing.
Oh, I can't believe it. You actually managed to turn Subcon into spring. I thought it would have been impossible to make this spooky place lively, but you've proven me wrong. Must be such a mess to clean up. Oh, oh my. It sure became such a lovely place now. I'm so happy now. I wouldn't have been able to been this cheered up without your help, kiddo. Thank you. Just take this timepiece and get out of here. You've done a great job. Clap, clap, go you. You can leave me alone now. You caused me enough trouble for me already.
The deed is done. Now we can leave satisfied that the Snatchy Boy has a whole lot of mess, including the skybox, to clear up. Maybe he'll get the modder to help him out. Despite collecting timepiece shards and then making the place all nice and fresh, the icy side is still untouched. So we delve in, beyond the manor, and looks like we have shrunk in the basement, perhaps. Beyond yonder is a big tower, the Moon Tower. Because remember, the Moon Jumper may be residing here. And he's onto us! That is not the way to go, although that I probably should have been able to slide down there. I kind of bounced. It's fine. But that does give you an idea of where to go. There are no collectibles in this level. As I said, it's the previous level that had the 2 timepiece shards. And yes, I am keeping the... Wait, why am I not climbing up there? What am I hitting? There we go. That was weird. But yeah, I'm not going to be unequipping the scooter badge, because it will actually be useful for... 2 segments from now. Also, I've been playing my Prince of Persia. I know what I'm doing here. Whoa! I did a skip there! As soon as I say I know what I'm doing, I didn't home attack the spider. I got the hook above him. There's nothing down that way, by the way, so we'll just continue going in this direction. Lovely stuff. And I'm not just talking about the Let's Play, because I've been playing the other games as well. These spinning bones you just saw are called spinning hooks. When holding the attack button, you will spin around. I added cameras to all of them so you still won't get any motion sickness. And letting go forward after choosing the direction will leap you over the bones and take you to far distances when you push forward in the air. There's a lot of typos here, I'm paraphrasing. You have to release it hard, otherwise doing it soft will slow you down. Be very careful. This is probably the most jankiest part of the level, in my opinion, because your natural instincts will be like, well, I'm swinging toward the bone, so that's when you want to let go. But if you try that, this happens. You get flung off, well off in a different direction. Thankfully, you have the ability to recover yourself. It's the way you're facing, not the way you're going. So I need to be basically as far as possible from the bone I want to get to. So about there, and then you launch yourself in the correct direction. So it's the direction that Hackett is facing, not how your momentum is going, in order to actually launch yourself properly. Once you get that bit of jank in your head, these are not that bad. Okay, I went quite a ways there, but thankfully that wasn't that too bad of a jump. Not too sure what this torch is all about. I think maybe it was supposed to be big, like the rest of the area, but they've got to resize it. Minor blemish. I barely made that. Also, yeah, try to... Yeah, if you were trying to do it momentum-based and doing it like that, and then you get flung off to the right instead of going straight for the balloon, that's when you're going to realise here that you can't fight the jank anymore. You have to be on point. So, there. There we are. Then we can use momentum. So, about there will do. I missed it, but it doesn't matter. That was momentum. Going by momentum, not by direction. That was my fault. As soon as I pull off a... You do not need those balloons, apparently. I'm not even trying to dodge them. I'm just being bad at actually landing on them and unintendedly being good at platforming. A rarity for me. Anyway, I don't need health, do I? No, I'm good. Okay. So where do we go from here? Here. And these saw blades are actually pretty hard to dodge, so just step on so you go into a normal slide. If you launch yourself, you might be going too fast. You can just barely graze the edges of these. But I'm not too sure what you're supposed to do at that particular point. I turned too early. Thankfully, we have a lot of health here. Actually, what would happen if I go down on my scooter? It knocks it off. Damn it. Go, 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 go. There we go. Slide just against it. It's a little bit delayed for the damage to actually cut you up. Okay, so I did press the tack there, but it didn't hook. So I made it, but I didn't make it. So I've got to do this again. That's a bit annoying. God, you really got to go like full tilt as early as possible. And even then it won't let you by. It's kind of annoying, actually. I don't know if there's like a trick to slow yourself down, unless you just turn incredibly sharply. But I did not mean to click it in, I was holding sharply. I like how I made it, and now I'm screwing up. I don't think there's another... Hang on a sec. No, that's just death. Yeah. It's very precise. Oh, come on, really? Can't even get past the first set now. Yeah, I thought I was going to die here in my first attempt as well, to be honest. Like this. Oh my god, I keep turning too early. Because I can't make it. Well, sometimes I can't make it. I don't know the deciding factor, really. Like, I can't get over there. And because of the camera angle, it's hard to see where you're going. Yeah, you have to get all the way over here somehow. Like that, yeah. You gotta, like, somehow graze it without actually taking damage. It's so awkward. There we go. Now, stretch your jump as much as possible. Because these platforms are ridiculously huge, your perspective on actually making that jump off the hook could actually be a massive miss. And you don't want that. And honestly, this is where I think it feels a bit unfinished with just huge, huge assets. Like, it doesn't need to be this big. But we want to go in this direction, not the other way, because if we go the other way, we'll end up at an ice wall, which we'll be at later, but we won't be able to get past it. So you want to be slightly off to the middle on this side so you can hit those balloons, otherwise this will happen. You can kind of see where you need to go if you look up, but this is like the only time that's going to be useful to you while doing this. So it's about here. No bonk sliding. Here we go. There's going to be a lot of that. I was just a bit off. And there's not really any way to recover yourself at the top there. So maybe I'll go by this line between the textures. I keep missing it. Well, there goes the only free health I had here. I might lose a life. I keep missing it, and I can't jump backwards. Well, there's a death already. Well, at least it wasn't near the saws. That bit is okay. At least now I have heart ponds to revive with as well. And I start right here, which is perfect. So we just keep tossing ourselves into this. There we go. And you don't need the third balloon. Of course, as soon as I die, I nail it. So yeah, you can't actually see up ahead now. You just kind of have to just go with it. But thankfully, this is actually easier than the first segment with the balloons. Because you have a lot of room in order to maneuver, in order to hook shot these spores to make a way across. And you can actually see the next segment while swinging here. So again, I think the first bit with those balloons is the toughest bit. Although you can see where they are, it's hard to judge it. We'll have more no bonking stuff that I pressed the wrong button. I pressed sprint, not lunge. Wait, what? I actually lived and didn't take full damage. Interesting. I guess I'll take that. But now I've got to get the balloons again. Bob Saget. I think you get a checkpoint at every instance, but since I didn't take full damage, for all I know, my checkpoint restarted back down there. Yes, it did. Dang. Oh, come on. Oh! 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 Salvage! Woohoo! Okay, so you can actually stand on the top. Did not know that. So I guess if you jump at the exact right moment that you reach the top, you can basically cheese it. But I thought I was gonna void out or take full damage and it would spit me back out. I don't have no full, so... Or the glide badge, excuse me. So... Yeah, so I don't know why I didn't actually take damage there at all. That was weird. Alright, doing this properly this time. Slide up here. And then we go along these walls. Keep it going, keep it going. This is the easy bit. Watch me fail that. Slap every one of these crows in order to free this button. Ah, ice panel. This will take us back to the ice wall that we didn't go to initially. But that's because if I came here earlier, there was no cherry bomb. Now there's a cherry bomb, so we can get rid of this ice wall. Again, it does not need to be this big, I don't think. And I like how that the hitbox was so far away and very tiny. Once again, no collectibles still, but we're basically inside the moon tower now, and it looks like an untextured Mario Sunshine bonus level. And it does feel like one of them, to be fair. Well, I know what to do in this situation. We will climb. Ha! There we go. Some hooks. Lunge. No health ponds. That's a little bit worrying. Get the hook. Right, this could be a little bit finicky. We're going to bounce. Turn ourselves around to hit the next one. This one sends us way higher, but even though it's not any different, head toward the no bonk sign. And this is basically our next checkpoint. And now we've got to one-shot Johnson the rest of this level, effectively. So, once again, no bonk sliding. Now, careful where they join, because you could actually get a bit stuck or just stop sliding, but you can get back into a slide, so as long as you don't panic when you get stuck, just jump with it. Be higher than you think you need to, because the little hop to come out of a slide does not give you a lot of height. And you want to have height for clearance, because going on from here, we need to make sure we actually land on small platforms and balloons. That was too early. Probably go off the side first and then make a jump. Back the bar! Why'd you all climb? Okay, that was interesting. There goes those 2 health bombs already. Let's try it again. We're at the end of this. We just gotta slide on up the moon tower. I haven't played Sonic Heroes in ages. There we are. No checkpoint here, unfortunately. We're still going. Right. So we've got a spring over here as well. Land on that spring. Now we got balloonies. We have to land on these. I overshot it. Wow. Okay. This is going to take a few attempts. I believe those balloons are basically like the main final hurdle that I struggle with. Doesn't help that we don't really have much of a double jump, because jumping out of a lunge is basically your double jump, and you don't have a lot of height when you come out of it. I guess you could try and aim to slide directly into the balloon, but I wouldn't recommend it, because at least then you hit the brakes when you do your jump. Be higher than you think you need to, and I went past it again. I keep jumping behind it. Right, I'm gonna try and not speak for the next bit here, so I can concentrate. I might even speed it up. Are you kidding me? I jumped underneath it? That needs to stop happening. I barely didn't lose a life in practice. I guess it's just the pressure. I'm also talking. I don't talk when I practice. I used to, way back in the day when I wanted to do videos, but I kind of don't talk when I'm playing anymore in my own personal time, unless I get mad. Old habits die hard. Right. I'm gonna do this. There we go! Lunge. Right before you hit it, and there we go. We can actually skip that hook and make the jump. I lived! That's amazing! Nothing up here except for the massive tower that we're at. Let me get out of this bubble real quick. We can't actually leave this inner circle of pillars. Massive flame basin. But there we are. That is Challenge Road 68. We might actually reach 70 at the end of this year. And there we go. Challenge Road 68. And I am actually going to be spending my tokens at the end of this one, despite being a long one, because it is the anniversary of Hat in Time's release. So, considering that the event isn't actually going on, I feel like that the girls deserve a few prezzies. So, let's go over here, and let's go do that. Because we have 22 tokens. 22 tokens to spend. Now it just matters if I actually have enough stuff in here. I would like to die, personally. Well, I'm getting dealt route. My castle town. Now, I am fully aware that chapters 3 and 4 are out and I have yet to play them. I will get to them soon. Probably after I've done like the Let's Plays that I had planned for this year, for the Year of Defiance. Right, what have we got now? More note block, more Undertale, more Delta Rune. That's what I want. Star Die. That's actually looking a lot more street than I was expecting. Ah! I'm sad now. Yeah, I don't mind that, actually. That kind of works. We'll keep this on, I feel. It looks like it's now only just remixes. Amount of cosmetics already, dang. Alright, you know what? Yeah, let's just keep rolling with the, I want to get more note block remixes, actually. Not Undertale or Delta Rune, because it doesn't fit the theme. You're not listening to me. Although, I can't complain about that. Has anyone got, like, a better remix menu mod that exists? Because I know that we already are using the HUD Plus mod, but I feel like it would be better if this was a lot better, like in a grid sort of menu. I only ask because we actually have a better mod menu for the mod menu itself. So, because, I mean, the mod that I'm using actually makes it a little bit smaller, loads a lot faster, for example. Anyway, I did not mean to re-roll that. That was a misclick. And I paid the price for it. God damn it. Oh, well. I guess I need more chroma. I mean, just look at this. Like, this is so annoying. Like, I can actually out-scroll it, because I can reach the end. And then it actually needs to catch up with me quite a bit. Trying to not let Undertale and Delta Rune music play a little bit too long, just so that there's no hassle. Claim this time, you watermelon. Oh, it's me. Well, considering that we had the Snatcher in 2 of the 3 levels, that kind of makes sense. It's like a swing jazz version. Like you just walked into a bar. But we can't go into a bar and get beer, we're underage, apparently said the previous levels that we've just been through. I will most certainly claim that one, but that's not a... that is not part of the note block ones. That's the Spider-Man pizza theme, you know. You know, every time I hear this one, I, for some reason, misassume that it's from, like, Yoshi's Story, like, when you're balancing the melon blocks. But then when it hits those, like, low notes, it doesn't sound correct, like, very weird. Then I thought, oh, it was like a Silver Gunner, like, Quality Rip remix sort of thing. But then I thought, well, a lot of people use this for Pizza Tower stuff, because pizza. But no, it's from the PS2 Spider-Man game. Which, to be fair, I've never played, because I haven't been big into Spider-Man, but I just thought that it's a bit of an interesting little tidbit, considering that we did actually hear that music before, in Blizzard Wonderland, for the winter event, well, before the winter event even, where you're delivering pizzas. Yeah, for some reason, when you check this, your scooter likes to explode. Don't want that one. Don't want that one. It's probably the same one. Yeah, I'll have that one. Peace and tranquility. I'm getting Mother Earthbound vibes. From, like, Mother 2 Earthbound specifically. I could see that being peace and tranquility, but I think the dance wouldn't match. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we just needed the backbeat. That'll do it. I believe that's all the tokens I have. Yeah, I'm 1 token beyond, so I actually can't do any more spins. But there we are. So enjoy those presents, kids, to have fun with and all that. Yeah, it's just, you know, not... I mean, again, it's the 13th of October. I think the event normally runs between the 5th to the 9th. But even so, no one said that it was running. It wasn't even on the Discord, so... But yeah, that is going to be it for Challenge Road 68. Very Halloween-themed, although it also had spring. You know, we were just trying to brighten up his day. And to be fair, some days, even now, even though I don't look it, I'm still feeling quite warm for what they were. I mean, 2 weeks ago, the Monday we had, was quite warm. So I'm just pulling some sick drifts. Whee! Speaking of drifts, Sonic Crossworld, actually... Sonic Racing Crossworld, excuse me, actually pretty good. I skipped Team Sonic Racing because it dropped the Sega characters, but now with the crossovers, it's feeling like that again. So... But yeah, I'm going to end it off here. I'll see you guys next time for whatever we do on the channel, more mods. Currently Mother 3, we've just finished Prince Persia Santa Time. And we're going to be moving on to our Halloween project soon. Madness Returns. See you guys then.